Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered who protects the health of the world's population when diseases cross borders and health emergencies affect multiple countries at the same time? The answer lies in a global network of organizations working together under the leadership of the World Health Organization. In this video, let us understand the architecture of global health and the central role played by the World Health Organization. International health has evolved over many centuries. During the 14th century, countries introduced quarantine measures to prevent the spread of plague through seaports. In the 19th century, increasing international trade and repeated epidemics of cholera, plague, and yellow fever led to the first International Sanitary Conference in Paris in 1851. This marked the beginning of organized international cooperation in disease control. As global collaboration continued, the Office International d'Hygiène Publique was established in 1907 to improve disease surveillance and information sharing. After the First World War, the Health Organization of the League of Nations further strengthened international public health activities. Following the Second World War, the need for a single global health agency became evident. As a result, the Constitution of the World Health Organization came into force on April 7, 1948, a day that is now celebrated every year as World Health Day. At the center of this global health system is the World Health Organization, or WHO. Established in 1948, WHO is the specialized health agency of the United Nations. Its primary goal is to achieve the highest possible level of health for all people by coordinating international health activities and supporting countries in improving public health. The governance of WHO is based on three important components. The World Health Assembly is the highest decision-making body and includes representatives from all member states. The Executive Board implements the decisions of the Assembly and provides technical guidance. The Secretariat, headed by the Director General, carries out the daily administrative and technical work of the organization. To improve efficiency and respond to regional needs, WHO operates through 6 regional offices. These regional offices coordinate public health programs, provide technical support, and help member countries strengthen their health systems while addressing region-specific health challenges. The work of WHO is guided by its constitution, which defines its major functions and responsibilities. These include leadership in international health, disease prevention and control, research, technical assistance, health statistics, environmental health, and promoting equitable access to healthcare. Together, these functions form the operational blueprint of the organization. One useful way to remember the constitutional functions of WHO is through the CHHB PDF operational matrix. The letter C represents cooperation with other international organizations. The first H stands for health statistics and the international classification of diseases. The second H represents health literature and dissemination of scientific information. The letter E stands for environmental health. The letter B represents biomedical research. The letter P refers to prevention and control of diseases. The letter D stands for development of health services. Finally, the letter F represents family health, including maternal and child health, nutrition, and health education under cooperation. WHO works closely with the United Nations and several specialized agencies such as UNICEF, FAO, and ILO, as well as many international non-governmental organizations. Through health statistics, WHO collects and publishes global data on diseases and regularly updates the International Classification of Diseases, or ICD. As a global clearinghouse for health literature, WHO disseminates scientific knowledge and supports international medical information systems. In environmental health, WHO advises countries on sanitation, safe drinking water, air quality, food safety, and environmental health standards. WHO also coordinates biomedical research through a worldwide network of collaborating centers and supports research and training in tropical and emerging diseases. In disease prevention, it leads major international campaigns against communicable diseases such as smallpox and polio, while also addressing non-communicable diseases like cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Through health services development, WHO promotes primary health care and appropriate technology for health to strengthen national health systems. Finally, through its family health programs, WHO supports maternal and child health, reproductive health, nutrition, and health education to improve the well being of families across the world. One of the major operational priorities of WHO is knowledge generation and innovation. The organization coordinates international research, supports collaborating centers, develops evidence based guidelines, and promotes the use of scientific evidence for better healthcare and public health decision making. Another important area is disease surveillance and emergency response. WHO monitors disease outbreaks across the world, collects and analyzes health data, issues alerts, coordinates international responses, and provides technical assistance during epidemics, pandemics, and humanitarian emergencies. Among the specialized agencies working closely with WHO, UNICEF plays a particularly important role. UNICEF focuses on improving the health and well-being of children and mothers. Its programs include immunization, nutrition, maternal and newborn care, safe water and sanitation, education, and emergency humanitarian assistance. The child remains at the center of UNICEF activities. Addressing these factors together ensures better survival, growth, and development of children. Over the years, UNICEF has launched several successful child health initiatives. These include the GOBI strategy consisting of growth monitoring, oral rehydration therapy, breastfeeding promotion, and immunization. This approach was later expanded to GOBI FFF by adding female education, family planning, and food supplementation, creating a more comprehensive child survival strategy. Global health is not the responsibility of WHO and UNICEF alone. Several international organizations contribute according to their areas of expertise. Agencies such as the United Nations, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and World Trade Organization influence health through financing, development, economic policies, and international cooperation. Food security and labor also play an important role in global health. The Food and Agriculture Organization works to improve nutrition, food production, and food safety, while the International Labour Organization promotes safe workplaces, occupational health, and decent working conditions that contribute to healthier populations. Development and financing are equally important pillars of international health. Organizations such as the United Nations Development Programme support sustainable development and poverty reduction, while the World Bank provides financial assistance for strengthening health systems, disease control programs, and health infrastructure in developing countries. In addition to international agencies, bilateral organizations and non-governmental organizations make valuable contributions. They provide financial support, technical expertise, emergency relief, disease control programs, and community-based healthcare services, often reaching populations in areas where government resources are limited. The global health system is therefore a complex but highly coordinated network. WHO provides leadership and technical guidance, while multiple international agencies, governments, development partners, and non-governmental organizations work together to improve health outcomes, respond to emergencies, and promote sustainable development across the world. To summarize, the World Health Organization serves as the cornerstone of international health. From the early days of quarantine and International Sanitary Conferences to the establishment of WHO in 1948, global health has evolved through international cooperation. Today, through its governance structure, constitutional functions, regional offices, research, surveillance, disease control programs, and partnerships with organizations such as UNICEF, FAO, ILO, the World Bank, and many others, WHO continues to lead global efforts to prevent disease, strengthen health systems, and improve the health of people everywhere. International collaboration remains the foundation for achieving better health for all. If this helped you understand the World Health Organization and international health more clearly, please like, subscribe for more easy to understand public health and epidemiology videos, and leave a comment telling me which topic you would like me to explain next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.